Hey guys, Josh here, and this is JN Golf. On today's episode of Break Par, I will be taking on Butterfield Country Club on the sim. As always, I'll be playing from the tips. Greens are slightly on the quicker side, but more towards the medium. I have the fairway set to softer today, and just because I'll be getting out on the course here in Pennsylvania and everything's gonna be soft, so wanna get used to that. But let's see, I've been working on the swing a little bit. Last few rounds have been a little bit rough, but I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. So I'm real hopeful for today's episode. I think I can break par here. All right, hole number one is a 396 par 4 off the get-go. Slight dog leg right. Looks like it opens up towards the right, but hopefully we won't have to worry about that. Let's start out putting one right down the middle. All right, here we go. Oh no. I think I'm on their driving range. But looks like it's fair play. But on the bright side, I have a clear look. There's no trees. This is 162 yards. 162 yards, a little bit uphill, 12 feet, but that's not too bad. This should be a pretty good 9-iron for me. Pins in the middle front. Let's get right after it here. Tack on the first hole. Oh, that's going a little bit left. Man, I hit it so pure though. All right, well, it got a decent kick down towards the green, but I have a feeling that that is going to be a tough little downhill chip shot. A little bit of a case of the pools on this first hole. All right, this one is downhill. I need to just get this onto the green and let it roll to the pin. Hopefully it'll stop. Sit right there. Ooh, that was not a bad shot, guys. Maybe carried it a little far, but I nipped it really clean. I just don't know if I'm getting the stop, even if I land that short. So I'm gonna, yeah, look at how steep that is. It's way uphill. This isn't a bad look though. 10 feet on the dot, straight up the hill. Maybe slight movement from left to right, as you can see from what my line did there coming through on the chip shot, but I think I just go just outside this left edge. It looks like it's flat towards the upslope. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we did it. That's a great up and down. Par on the first hole. That's always a good thing. Even after two not so great shots, off the tee and from the driving range over there. Good chip shot and a good putt is gonna help me out every single time. All right, hole number two, I have another par 4 and another dog leg right. I'm gonna aim myself down the right-hand side, kind of towards this bunker over here. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully draw it back. 363 yards. All right, let's get a good drive here. I think that should be pretty good. It's got to stop drawing just a little bit. Stay out of that tree. All right, just snapped it just a little bit too much. Started it off on the right line. I'm just quick with the wrist, guys, but you know what? That can be fixed pretty easily here. No worries about this tree. This should be a pretty straightforward 50-yard little pitch shot up this hill. Just gonna play one. Let's get it to hop and stop, land it close. See if we can get our first birdie of the day. Sit on it right there. All right, guys, that's a pretty good shot. Had a little bit of wedge practice today, so that always helps. Guys, it's good to warm up before you play. It's good to warm up before you play. All right. Oh, this is a dead straight putt, which makes it a little bit scary, but you know what? Whatever. 4-footer, straight at it. Let's get our first birdie of the day and get under par for the round. Oh man, I had just a slight pull. Just another straight putt. I just gotta put it in. Just like that. All right. Can't make them all. That was one that I really needed to take advantage of. Just a bad putt, guys. But that puts me at even par through the first 2 holes. Looks like I got a straightaway par 4 this time for hole number 3. 423 yards. Let's get a good drive here. Oh no, I left the face open. I thought that was gonna be, oh, that started off on a great line. I'm kind of at the mercy of the trees here. That was 323 carry, 178 ball speed. I'm gonna get this figured out, guys. I'm just trying not to snap the wrist. I held off the wrist a little bit there. Actually, this is looking like it might be a pretty good shot for me here. I have a gap. I'm not gonna worry about these trees. Real life, I might have to, but well, I don't know. I've hit plenty of trees in the sim, as you guys have witnessed. But I'm gonna go at this. This is 105 yards. I'm 12 feet uphill. I could do a strong 60-degree wedge, but that's a tough shot to hit. So I'm gonna go smooth 56 here, get it on the green. Let's do it. Oh, it's a little bit strong. It's gotta sit. All right, it's spun. I caught that just a hair thin, and I think that's why it carried so far, but I got lucky with that swing, guys. I'm gonna still have a decent look at birdie. It's gonna be downhill, 22 feet downhill. At where I'm at, it's pretty flat, but as it gets closer to that pin, it's going to fade off to the right. So I need to start this, a good 8 to 10 inches out to the left and just let it trickle down there. Here we go, 22 feet. Oh no, that was too much pace. That was way too much pace. For that line especially. I don't know if my line was terrible there. I maybe pulled it slightly, but I think the pace really ruined that putt. All right, I have an 8-footer up the hill for par. Moving just slightly right to left. I gotta go a couple inches outside the right here and just put it in. Oh, we just caught the edge there, guys. It turned just enough. That's a good par. Good par, 2-putt par. A really long par 3 up the hill, 231 yards. Like I said, just a little bit uphill. Pin's in the back, so well, it's aimed at the pin. I'm gonna start this off to the right, and I'm gonna hit a 5-iron here, and hopefully land it somewhere in the front side of the green. I like the feeling of that. All right, let's do it, guys. Oh, it's really good shot if it gets there. Aww. Yeah, maybe should have went with the 4-iron there. Maybe a little farther uphill than I initially thought, but that's not the worst shot. I hit it well. I hit it well. All right, ooh, this might be tough to see with that line there, but it's a 24-yard little chip shot out of the bunker. Moving pretty good from right to left, and I don't think it's downhill, so see if we can roll one out there, start it off to the right. It's got to go just a little bit more. All right, well, I could have, it was the right line. It actually didn't really move at all. These are some pretty cool square greens here that we've played the first few holes. I'm gonna have another tester for par here, but it's dead straight, and I think it's pretty flat where I'm at right here. So we just gotta get it started on that right line, which sometimes is hard to do on the simulator, but I'm feeling confident about this one. Let's do it. Oh, we rattled it in there, caught the left side of the cup. Just a very slight pull, but it went in, guys. It went in. Pretty strong start so far. I have my first par 5 on hole 5, 556 yards, so it's a pretty long ways in. Looks like it's a long ways down to this corner here, so I'm gonna have to really blast one here. All right, let's do it. Let's get the driver going. We've had some to the left, some to the right. We're gonna find the middle. Just like that. Oh, maybe it's gonna draw a little too much. That's gonna be fine though. Just through the fairway, but that was mashed. 174 ball speed. Spin was a little bit low, so it actually carried pretty far. That's 348 total distance, but it carried 317 in the air. This is 224 yards for our second shot. There's a lot of trouble down the right side, so the miss is not to the right. Like I said, 224 yards. I'm gonna go at it with the 4-iron. Like I said, if it misses left, it should be fine, but we're gonna go at the pin and hope maybe it'll draw a little bit. Here we go. Oh man, I really whipped that one to the left. Playing a different hole, guys, but that went 239 yards. Just really snapped that, honestly. This could be a tough shot. It's downhill. I kind of short-sided myself where that pin is, 58 yards. I might have to bring in this one a little bit higher to get it to stop. Let's get one there. Get it on the green, give us a shot at birdie. I like it. Sit down on it now. All right, that's a really good shot, guys. That's a great shot from way over there. I took it high like I wanted to, landed it about pin high, and now I have about 6.5 feet up the hill for my first birdie of the round. It's moving just slightly right to left at the end there. I think I just go right side of this cup, knock it in. All right, here we go. Oh, we barely got it there, but that's my first birdie of the round, guys. 1 under par through 5 holes. All right, I have another par 3 here for hole number 6. 158 yards. Uphill by 15 feet. Pins on the left side. I gotta aim towards the middle of the green here just a little bit and draw it back. I could go at it with a smooth 8-iron, but I feel more comfortable going at it with a stronger 9-iron. So maybe just a little baby draw, start it towards the middle of the green, let it come back. Oh, I pulled it. I pulled it just slightly. All right, stay right there. That is not the worst. If I start, that was well struck. If I start that on the right line, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I just pulled it. 23 feet, I need to get this just on the green and let it trickle down to the cup. Oh, and I carried it way too far. That's gotta stop. That might be off the green on the other side. Yeah, that's all missing it on the right. Missing it on the wrong side of the hole, guys. 12 yards. Let's hit this one close. I can be aggressive with this one. Oh, I just needed a little more pace on it. That wasn't bad though. Just like that. All right, nothing. I limited the damage from where I was. Like I said, the little chip shot coming down the hill, I carried it too far. Got a little too much of it there, but I limited the damage. And just in time for another par 5. This is 537 yards and it's a dog leg right. So I gotta go down the right-hand side here. Back to even par through 7, so we're still looking pretty good. Let's do it. Take advantage here. Oh, that was mashed, but it's kind of drawn a little bit too much. Get lucky out of that tree. All right, that actually might be fine. Looks like it came straight back towards me, which is all right. The driver's getting a little bit better, guys. We're gonna have a pretty long ways in still, but manageable. 236 yards, slightly uphill. I gotta hit a 4-iron again here. See if we can get one close, get on the green for an eagle putt. Oh, be all over it. That is so good, guys. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. 4-iron started it just off to the right like I wanted to, drew it right back towards the pin. That's a 12-footer for eagle, guys. 12 feet, moving just barely right to left. I gotta go just a little bit outside the cup here. Let's drain it, let's do it. Oh no, I thought it would fall. I thought it would fall. All right, let's do it. Just like that, there we go. Second birdie of the round on another par 5. That takes me to 1 under par through 7 holes. This is a really good start, guys. Could go low on this round. Hole number 8 is a 429-yard par 4. Just a slight dog leg to the right. Which means I should probably aim to the right a little bit. Just down the right side here. Decently long par 4. Get a good drive so we get a chance to score here. All right. A little bit thin and a slightly pulley, but it's gonna work out okay. Okay, still got a good look here from 147 yards. It's pretty flat. Pins in the middle back, maybe slightly to the right. From 147 yards, I really like the pitching wedge. I think I can be aggressive with this. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Oh, turn. Turn. Ooh, that's a steep slope there. All right, not a bad shot. Just, I started it where I was looking, but I just didn't get the club face turned to get that little draw. This is gonna be a long shot at birdie. And look at how it swings from right to left. All right, 31 feet up the hill and really coming across from right to left. I just gotta get this one close. A 2-putt for par is really good from where I'm at. All right, here we go. Slow down. Oh no. Oh no. Man, somebody's got to teach me how to lag putt on the sim, guys. All right. That means I have a 9.5 footer. Well, no, almost 10 feet here to save par. Moving decently from left to right. Got to go about 5 inches outside the cup. Let's make it. All right, guys, I'm making these 10 footers today. Making the 10 footers today. That keeps my round going. Keeps us headed in the right direction. Let's go. I should have never been in that spot, but like I said, 2 putt would be fantastic. All right, so that takes me at 1 under through 8 holes, and last hole on the back 9 here, hole number 9, is a 464 yard dog leg right. And this is a really narrow shot here through the trees. I'm not gonna try to worry too much about it. Let's hit a good shot. Good drive. Oh no! Snap hook. Well, the good news is I'm playing from the fairway. The bad news is that it's not the right one. All right, this made for a really long par 4. This is gonna be 200 yards. 200 yards. But that pin is all the way in the back and I can't be long. So this is gonna be a 7-iron to the middle of the green. And give us a shot for birdie. Let's do it. Oh, I really like that. Oh, stop drawing. All right, that's a good shot. 194 total yards there. Like I said, I could hit the 6-iron, but 6-iron is gonna carry me all the way to the back, and if it goes just a little bit long, I would have been in trouble. All right, outside look again here for birdie. 34 feet, maybe slightly downhill, moving pretty good from left to right. I'm just gonna have to hit this somewhere out to the left, let it trickle down back towards the hole. Let's do it. If it stays up. All right, that was good pace. For a lag putt, that's what I'm looking for because I should have a putt directly back up the hill. Just like that. That's a good par after a really poor drive. I've been getting lucky with the driver. When I've mishit it bad, I've ended up in really good spots. All right, hole 10 is a 369 yard par 4. Slight dog leg left, but pretty straight overall. I can blast this one and get it pretty close. Could be a good birdie hole. Oh no, I'm quick through it again. Well, I had to run out of luck at some point. I mean, that was snapped. Luckily, this was a short hole and I only have 150 yards. Which means I'm gonna go just right of this tree and hit a draw. Yeah, I'm gonna go just out to the right. I'm gonna take a pitching wedge. It's slightly uphill, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. All right, let's score. Let's do it. Oh, and I left the face open. Left it wide open. I'm gonna be down to the bottom of the hill to the runoff area there. All right, this is a 19 yard pitch shot from greenside, but quite a bit uphill as you can see it. Let's see if I can get one up there and get it close. Oh, wow, why did that not spin? I thought with the height that I had there, I did take it pretty high. I guess I didn't need to carry it all the way there. 10.5 feet for my par, which let's be honest, this was not a hole I was looking to struggle to make par, I thought this would be a birdie hole. But I can make this one, guys. Like I said, 10.5 feet, slightly downhill, moving steadily from left to right. As you can see, I actually have a pretty good line here, but I need to go about 5 inches left of the cup and let it fall in. There we go. Oh, stay up. Oh, I just needed to go a little bit higher. That was such good pace. That's the thing, guys. I'm not gonna make every 10-footer. So I just gotta be better off the tee. Just gotta be better off the tee. Tap in for bogey. Just like that. Puts me back to even par, which is just fine. Hole number 11 is a 427-yard par 4. Looks like there's a little ditch way out there at the end of the fairway. I shouldn't have to worry about that too much though. All right, here we go. Let's hit a good one. All right, I started off to the right, still turning way too much. It should be okay though. It's a little downhill, 8 feet downhill, 117 yards. Pins in the middle, kind of, but towards the left side of the green. I'm gonna go at this with a 56. I think I can get this one close. I like this shot. A little bit high, but it might be fine if it gets there. Oh yeah, perfect distance. Just left it to the right, which was really, the right side was the right play. If I pull that left, I'm in trouble. That's a good shot though. I have 12 feet for birdie. And this is up the hill, which we like. Moving a little bit from right to left. A few inches outside to the right should do the trick. Let's make one, get ourselves back to under par. Oh, it just really snapped. Let's take care of business. All right, that wasn't too bad. Good par, guys, good par. So still even par through 11 holes. And I have a straightaway par 4 for hole 12, 357 yards. I'm gonna start it off to the right, let it come back to the fairway, and hopefully I'll have a good look at with a wedge shot. All right, here we go. Oh no, sit down please. Sit down please. Sit down please. Oh my gosh, thank you bunker. Thank you bunker. All right, that being said, I got kind of lucky that this bunker was there, otherwise that was in the water. But I only have 109 yards, 16 feet up the hill. I think I can go at this with the 56 again, just like I did on the last hole. Still get a birdie even after that bad drive. All right, here we go. Just faded to the right on me a little bit, but that's a good shot. And about 15.5 feet for a birdie. It's pretty good, all things considered. This might be a tough putt to make. I just gotta make sure I give it enough respect. All right, this is a downhill putt and it's moving strong from right to left. I gotta go outside and just let it trickle down. Let's do it. Now stop right there. All right, that's not a bad putt. All right, stress-free par. 2 feet, that's a stress-free par, but the drive was not stress-free. I've gotten lucky with the driver, guys. It's just, I don't have it right now. All right, that means I am still at even par through 12 holes. And I got another par 4 for hole number 13. And this is a dog leg right. A little bit of water in front of me and to the left here, but I shouldn't have to worry about that. The water that I'm gonna have to worry about is what's down on the right-hand side here. So if I miss anywhere on this hole, it's gotta be left. All right, here we go. And there it goes. There it goes. Wow. 147 yards, 11 feet uphill, pin's kind of in the front. Instead of attacking it and hitting a hard pitching wedge, I'm gonna go with a smooth 9-iron here. I think that's the play. All right, here we go. Oh, I like it. Sit right on it right there. All right, just on the edge there. Carried it pin high, just right of it. This one's uphill a little bit and moving decently from right to left. So let's go out about a foot outside the cup. See if I can make one. Here we go, guys. Oh no, it's gotta get there. That was such a good line. Such a good line if I hit it. Not bad though. Another tap and par, which I like. I like those. Yeah, just like that. All right, guys, we're still in this one. Even par, still got 5 holes to play. Hole 14 is 137 yard par 3. Pretty flat here. I'm just gonna go right at it with the wedge. Here we go. Well, it's drawing just a little bit. It's got to sit down just a hair. And it listened. It listened pretty well. That's a good shot. Nice smooth pitching wedge. Have an outside look here from 18 feet. This is a dead straight putt down the hill. If I just get this on the right line, we can make this one. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, turn. Oh, just slightly pulled it. And we got our par. And look, guys, a dog leg left. Not too many of those today. 413, hole 15 is a 413 yard par 4. Like I said, dog leg left. Let's blast one out there. Get on a birdie train. Oh man, that's a pretty good drive there. That's a really good drive there, guys. Just down the left side. Beautiful little draw. More controlled that time. That's out there a ways. 175 ball speed, 322 carry. Middled it. And it went 350 total. So that is, even though this was 413 yards, this is gonna leave me with a little 58 yard shot. This is the perfect time to attack, guys. Now in real life, this is a shot that a lot of people struggle with, those in between wedges. But man, if you practice this, oh, you just can really score from this distance. All right, let's do it, guys. Hit one, get one to hop and stop. I like it. Just right of it. That's a pretty good shot, guys. All right, just under 8 feet, 7 feet 10 inches. Slightly uphill and moving a little bit from left to right. Got to go about a cup out to the left. Let's put this one in and get us under par.
Wow.
Oh no, it just didn't want to hang on. Oh, another par, guys. Little disappointing on that one that didn't go in. That was a perfect drive followed up by a really good wedge shot. The putt wasn't bad either. Just really wanted to take advantage of that. All right, even par through 15 holes. So I'm right on track. I've got 2 birdies and 2 bogeys. Not too bad, honestly, but I got few holes left here to get me to under par. All right, hole number 16 is a 363-yard par 4, dog leg left just slightly. Another one, if I get a good drive here, we could have a good chance for birdie. All right, here we go. All right, started off to the right and it is drawing. Keep going, baby. Oh, that's so good. Get on the green. I don't know if it's gonna stay on the green, but it made it there. Yeah, we're gonna come back off. But that was a perfect drive. There, 2 good drives in a row, guys. Maybe I'm figuring it out all the way at the end of this match. Still decently long, even though I'm at the edge of the green. It's gonna be a 33-yard pitch shot. Yeah, you can see that slope and why it came off. Looks like I got a couple tiers, pins all the way on the back tier. I gotta carry this most of the way, let it spin and roll up to it. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, that was poor. That was poor. I needed to carry it another 2 to 3 yards. It's a pretty good line though. Just so far uphill. Shot that's really tough to judge. All right, I have a 16.5 footer up this hill for birdie. As it goes up the hill, it's moving slightly from left to right, but as I get at the cup, it's going the other way. So I'm just gonna go right at this. Let's do it. Oh no, it just didn't turn enough at the end. All right, there we go. All right, and another par 5. Let's see what this does. There is a ditch out there. I'm not quite sure how far out there that is. Oh, we got a ways out there. We're like 360 to that ditch. I don't think I need to worry about it too much. It was always driver anyways. All right, 584-yard par 5. That's a pretty long par 5. We're gonna get one out to the right, let it come back, and see if we can attack the green with our second shot. Oh, stop drawing. Stop, don't end up on the highway. Well, I'm short of the highway. What a lovely view. I have 301 yards to the pin. I'm gonna go at it with a 3-wood. Don't really know if I can quite make it there, but the idea would be just to be just around the green out there to the right. If it draws, that's really good. All right, let's do this. Good 3-wood, guys. Oh, hang on, don't draw that much. Get lucky, please. All right, that's not bad. But that'll be a 50-yard shot to get up and down for a birdie. This is up the hill. I gotta carry this there. Another hop and stop type of shot. Be good, be good. All right, let's go. All right, just a little bit of a tap in for birdie here, and that would be fantastic. All right, there we go. That puts me back to 1 under par through 17 holes. That also means that I've birdied every par 5 that I've played. So this final hole is a 180 yard par 3. It's uphill by 18 feet. I can't be long though. I have to go at this with my 8-iron. Even if I'm a little bit short, that is fine. I can't afford to be long here. All right, let's go at it with the 8-iron. See if I can get one last birdie. Oh, it's so good if it turns just a little bit. All right, pretty straight. Didn't really draw a whole lot. A little bit of a draw on that was gonna be really good, guys, but I still have a good look at birdie here from the right edge of the green from 26 feet. This is uphill, decently flat from where I'm at, but once it gets closer to the pin, it's gonna move a little bit to the left. So I gotta go maybe 2 cups out to the right. All right, let's make it. Oh wow, it just didn't turn at all. Didn't turn at all. Not like I thought it would anyways. Pretty good for pace though, good putt overall. All right, so I have a 1-foot putt for par and to stay at 1 under par for the round. Here we go, guys. Oh, I rammed it in there, but that's a par. That means I am 1 under par through 18 holes. I completed the goal today, guys. It's been a little while since I've done that, a few videos. I had that round where I shot like an 82, I believe it was. Something like that anyways. I was in the low 80s. Then I had a couple rounds over par. This puts me back in the right direction. So this is my 3rd round under par in our series, which for me, I'll take that. As you can see, I have 3 birdies, 2 bogeys, and 13 pars. So a really solid round. 2 bogeys is great, guys. It'd have been nice to eliminate those, but again, my poor driving today cost me on those ones, but it's not too bad. Great round overall, guys. I putted pretty well, and I think that's contributed to a lot. No big blow-ups, no 3 putts, no 4 putts, no 5 putts. Just 2 putts, really. This was a great round. That's really all there is to say about it, guys. Thanks for watching Jay and Golf. I'm Josh signing out here. We'll see y'all next time.